product is an improper transformer. So I don't want to get too much elaborate into it. I'm just going to tell you. So most people that have older houses, such as myself, houses that were before 1995, there's maybe only 20% of you that will have the correct transformer. That leaves 80% of you actually need to change your transformer. So that's this guy right here. And Ring actually recommends and tells you that you have to use a transformer that's 16 to 24 volts with a 30 voltage amp rating minimum. So this, what we're going to be using today, is a 24 volt transformer with a 40 voltage amp, which is very sufficient and actually would be recommended by Ring to actually use for installation. So without further ado, we're going to get started with the installation. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to change out the transformer. So I'm going to take you downstairs where my transformer is located, and I'll get into that on the next step right now. Okay guys, so we're just in the basement where my doorbell transformer is located. So if this applies to you where you have to change your transformer, just take note that the transformer usually is located in a few different spots. Either in a basement, off of a fixture, or off of onto some sort of joist, or it'll be behind the actual doorbell itself, or close to the doorbell if it's not in the basement or near a furnace or somewhere where it's going to collect the power from. So this is a very old transformer, and it's only running hardly any volts. It wouldn't even power the doorbell. It's about, actually it's just 12 volts, so it's not good enough. I have to change it out. So I have my Edwards 24 volt transformer. So also just take note, there's another transformer which I've seen used in many different videos. So although this is a 24 volt transformer, you can actually, it's a tri one, you can actually pick your voltage. It only has 20 voltage amps. So it may work, but you may run into some issues. I've also read some people on the forum where they've used this type of transformer and they have had no luck powering up their Ring Doorbell Pro. So we're not going to be using that. Just also, it's a little harder for us in Canada to obtain these transformers. I've also noticed on HomeDepot.com, for the people that live in the US, it's very easily available right off the counter. Unfortunately for us in Toronto, Canada, where I'm from, I can't pick that up at Home Depot, so I had to go to a specialty electrical shop to find this. Or you can go on Amazon as well. So the first thing before we touch any power, it's very important to know if you're not comfortable doing this type of work, it's strongly advised that you use a licensed electrician to do your wiring for you, especially if you're not comfortable to do so. But the first step you must do is you must disconnect the power. We're going to do that at the breaker panel to make sure that there is no power at this light, which is also supplying the transformer. Once that's safe to touch, then we're going to go ahead and start with the installation. Okay, so we're just at the breaker panel. Now we have a little bit of a label. Most of them should have a label. If they don't, then you're going to have to do trial and error and start flicking some of the breakers. Just be careful to make sure that your computers and stuff are all backed up and stored. Anyhow, so this actually corresponds. Number 23 is the basement. I'm going to go ahead and kill the power, like so, and we're ready to begin. Okay, so we're back at the fixture with the transformer. We've got our work light so that we can see, and I'm just going to go ahead and start taking off the light mount so that I can gain access to the screws and stuff like that where the transformer is on. Okay, so we've got that out of the way. We're going to disconnect the leads to the doorbell box upstairs. And I know it's probably hard for you to see. It's just two wires with screws on each side. Just one here. We got one more here. Okay, like so. this one right here, which is off of the light. They're just using a, I'm going to take this off. This is for the wire of the transformer. Okay. And then our power wire here is actually wired into here. Okay, so here we're just going to try to loosen the nut on the inside. Okay. Just like that. So this transformer that I'm going to be installing actually isn't a fixture mount. So I'm going to go ahead, I have to affix this somewhere where it's safe and screw it into the joist to make sure it's supported. And then I'm going to run the wires to the box. Okay, so I've selected my
Con sẽ nó một con thơ ca. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
here. So this we're actually going to put onto the doorbell. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this lead off. Okay, so once you remove that, you're going to insert that into the clip here. So you'll see that there's a spot. So this is here, and there's the empty hole.